Football Fans Tribe over here with the Interview Nigeria Football Fans. After matches, I will give you Nigeria Football Fan content back to back. So if you're new, please click that subscribe button, like this video, drop a comment, and thank you so much for watching. All right, we've been bet. You've been bet with Caribbean say if man you win this game, you go wear earring for the live show. But obviously, we won't be seeing that now. But you predicted another loss.
I mean, look my ear. The last time Manchester United lost 5 league games in 10. That was 1986. And we know what happened. We lost the manager and Alex Ferguson came. I think we've played about 15 games this season. 14, 15 games. And we've lost about 8. Yeah.
More than 50%.
We've lost 5 games in the Premier League. We've lost 2. That is 7. Then we lost tonight. That is 8 games. And a manager will come out and tell you that there is no crisis in the dressing room. You're talking to a child. We were at Old Trafford before you came. Every single football fan around the world will start questioning the atmosphere in the dressing room. It's not okay. If you are good, start digging now. It's not okay. Something is wrong with Manchester United squad. So long as leadership is concerned, let's leave football a bit now. So long as leadership is concerned, so long as power is concerned, in the 48 laws of power, there is a rule that said you don't change the rules from the outside. And you can never outshine your master. Never you try to outshine your master. The master is Old Trafford. There are plenty is the egg. If you want to show your master class and your man management to the players, you must open your CV and show them what you've won. You've won nothing. You are a nobody. CARABAO Cup cannot save your job as a manager in Premier League. When the club wants to sack you, even if a cup cannot save your job, as well as Van Gaal. You are a nobody. You can club lose games, he hug his players. He win games, he hug his players. Sancho don't apologize, Abi. He never apologize. And he will not. Why will he apologize? Results is going in his favor. So why will he apologize?
It's a matter of time.
Even if he apologizes, what will he change? It will change nothing. I expect more players to fall out with him. The likes of Anthony them. Soon they will start falling out with him. You saw him during the derby. When he was on the bench, shaking his head and doing rubbish. When he came in, he behaved like a 9-year-old boy. Today, they gave him 90 minutes. He was nowhere to be found. And my own Andy coach said, I will feel so mad playing alongside with him because he brings nothing to the game. So it's quite rubbish. I was looking at Caribbean during the Monday live show. He was not taking a stand at Old Trafford, a Liverpool fan, predicting an outcome at Old Trafford. And I was looking at him. This is a Newcastle team that has been firing at all cylinders this season, despite they have 1 or 2 bad results. But they're better than United.
Performance-wise, true.
Performance-wise.
Even when they lose.
Even when they lose. You see a team that played well. Look at their result against Dortmund. They lost 1-0. But an average Newcastle fan will say, it's one of those things that's happened. How do you explain fans buying tickets, going to Old Trafford 2 times in 4 days, and losing with the same scoreline against a Newcastle and a Man City? During the last show, I said, this is a revenge waiting to happen. And it has happened. Because I look at the United team, the physicality to face Newcastle team is not there. A manager said the spirit is there. I said, where is the spirit? The spirit that permitted a player who came in at 50 minutes to go and get a yellow card. The spirit that permitted a Messi man that came in second half. He played like he has been playing since all his life. I'm not surprised about those things, and I know an average football fan shouldn't be surprised, because if you want to talk about the game, there's no team, there's no connection. There is no connection. You look at the Manchester United team. Every day I say this thing, we play transacting football, we connect. There is no connection between the defense and the midfield. Then you leave the midfield now, leave the defense now. The midfield and the attacking force, they are disjointed, they are disconnected. So if you are a top 9 and you play alongside Garnacho and Anthony for the whole 90 minutes until Garnacho left the pitch, none of them could cut in and cross the ball. So as a top 9, what's your job? You lack supply. What can you do? Then you talk about Arabat. He came in second half. What can he do? Casemiro picked a yellow and left it in the second half. What can you say? The spirit is low. There is no performance. There is no fighting spirit. It's like Nateheg. After Sancho there, they collect 300K. Worst case scenario, January he will move on. He will turn to be one of those guys who will be where they are and said, I have no regret swapping United for this club. Because they are trying too much. Remember, during the transfer, I told you that United will take the place of Chelsea this season. I told you in one interview. I told you. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? So
it is easy to blame the coach, but how much of the blame go to these players now? Because these players, they help themselves. I keep saying, he said the basic thing, say okay, they have not given a tactic, so but at least to give your man ball, that one not waiting coach go come down from here in the context. Say see how you go use pass ball to your nearest man.
Look at it this way. In politics, go to what they call collective responsibility and individual responsibility. And sometimes when the minister fail, you blame the president. When he does well, the whole credit goes to the president. Under his watch, this happened. Who did it? The minister. What happened? He must have taken his time to pick the right man for the job. So the whole glory will go back to him for picking the right man for the job. So when you pick the wrong player, he performs badly. The accolade, the disgrace and everything will go back to you because you pick him. You bought those players.
Name them.
You bought Mason Mount. You bought Anthony that brings nothing. These are your players. Isn't it so? These are the 2 key players I can pick in this game today. You bought Casemiro. During the last interview on Sunday, I asked you, you bought a manager for 3 years contract. And you knew in that contract there is no way man you're going to sack him after a first bad season or a second bad season based on what man you wanted. Why are you getting 30 years old men? Look at our game. Everything begins and ends from the midfield. Garnacho lost the ball. There was nobody to back up. Immediately he lost that ball from the opposite half. The rest was history. It cannot happen to West Ham. It cannot happen to Newcastle. Guimaraes and Jolinton cannot allow a mistake from Miguel Almiron to lead to a goal. Football is a teamwork. There is no connection. Every football pitch is divided into 3. The defense, the midfield, and attacking force. If there is a mistake from your player as an attacker, the midfielder are there to buckle up. That's why you have a defensive midfielder to defend the blushes. If he cannot do it, you have your defense line. But look at the kind of players we have. Okay, fine. Today, Wan-Bissaka is not fit to play 90 minutes. You have a dalot who had the worst game of his career. The worst game of his career. Even the game against City, everything worked against him. Jack Grealish used him. So my question is, if you are a right back, your primary responsibility is to defend. When you do it perfectly well, you can think about going up front. You've not done your primary responsibility of defending. You want to attack. Even the attack, you're not doing it well. You saw the little minute what Misaka got here. You saw the connection. You saw the difference. You saw the interceptions. People fear him. When you front ball, he displays it before the ball. You don't go get him, I don't go get him. The ball go for throwing. This is Wan-Bissaka for you. He throw his leg. He has this accuracy when it comes to interception. Dalot, what can you give? You give nothing. And I don't want anybody to blame Maguire. As we speak, I've turned to a Maguire fan. I don't want anybody to blame Maguire. I don't want anybody to blame Onana. Because this team is not playing well. This team is not playing well. And whatsoever is happening to United today, the blame goes to the Glazer family and Erik ten Hag. And there is no way out.
Leaving this competition today, Nasema, you don't leave all their trophy hope for this season. Is this the only realistic competition Man U for FIFA in this season?
if man you sack the hell tomorrow, let's assuming but not considering, they sack him tomorrow. We will remember the heck for winning one trophy. What's the name of that trophy?
UEFA Cup.
UEFA Cup. He's out of it. Now, question is, were United better this year than last season?
No way.
In their best season, they won CARABAO Cup, and today they are out. In that their best season, there was no Liverpool in contest. There was no Tottenham in contest. Arsenal were there. City were there. Both the Arsenal and City are still there. Liverpool have joined. As we speak, week 10. Tottenham is leading the chase. So is there any chance of Eric Ten Hag making top 4? Ten Hag chance of making top 4 is 30/100.
What about winning other trophies? The FA Cup and the Champions League?
That trophy now, FA Cup. Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal leaving FA Cup for Ten Hag. No, now. It's not possible. It is not possible. The only thing
Man United they go trophyless this season like
we
this.
will go trophyless. And I bet anybody. If you go to the comment section, you have anything you want to bet, you bet me. Wait for me on Friday night show. Bet me. Call me out. Say you want to bet with me. If United lift any trophy this season, tell me what you want me to do. I will do it. Because it takes a player to win a game. It takes a team to win a trophy. When a United as a club play game without identity, no tactical formation, no pattern of play, you can't expect anything. You can win games. We still have 28 games to go in the league. Okay, fine. You can get 18 wins. You lose 10. You can get 10 wins, 8 draws. You lose 10. These are possible statistics. 28 games. United win 10, lose 8, draw 10. Possible. So where will it take you to? Conference League. Okay, by next week we will face Copenhagen. For you to talk about the next stage of the Champions League, you need to overcome Copenhagen away. So where are we? You talk about injuries return. Injuries can come back, maybe start to steady the ship. But as we speak, we are 8 points away from top 4. We are about, let's say, 11 points or more away from Tottenham. So are we talking about Chelsea going for top 4? If Man U should make top 4, it means either Liverpool or Arsenal might drop. Do you see that happening? It's not happening.
Your final thought?
My final thought is very simple. Ten Hag should look for a way to reintegrate that peaceful atmosphere in the dressing room. It's very important. The players are lost in confidence. And the Glazer on their own should come out and tell this man that he's selling chemical. If you should go back and sell his chemical, tell him on time. The Qatarians are gone. So let this man know. If this business is not I'm so sorry, this is my final note. But the issue of transition and ownership of Man U is also playing a role. You are even telling Richard Arnold that if Ratcliffe comes in, you are losing your job. That is the CEO of United team. Ten Hag is still hanging on the balance. Some United players like Casemiro are hanging on the balance because if this man comes in, he takes charge of recruitment. These are areas people are not giving attention. Because if this thing happens, he is buying 25% of the team. So he has a stake when it comes to recruitment. So he's going to make so many decisions, and even some staffs are asking themselves, where is my fate? So you can't give all when you know you don't have any future here. So resolving the transition process and sale of United is one. Ten Hag going back to the dressing room and trying to make peace with his players, giving them that confidence, buying the Pep Guardiola and the Jurgen Klopp pattern will help. If not, last season will be his best season until he gets the sack.
No forget our AFCON fundraiser. Still there very much on to abeg. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. Just do your own part. We have a PayPal link in the description and the Nigerian bank account abeg in case you would like support us for our AFCON journey. January 2024, 9 the AFCON the whole for Ivory Coast. Abeg, like I said, nothing is too small and nothing is too big. Thank you in advance. Too much. Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like and all our social media links. Abeg, follow us on every platform because we get content for every